Hello! Hope you guys are all doing well. My name is Mandy, and today what we're going to do is just go through some of my savings challenges. So I have two main ones. I have a kind of an adaptation of the 100 envelope saving challenge. It is a 50 envelope savings challenge just because, and I did it a little bit different. The total amount is $1,000. And I just did, I'll lift this up a little higher so you can see it better. Yeah, because I'm in Canada and we don't have $1 bills, we have $1 and $2 coins. I just decided to do it between 5s, 10s, 20, and $50 bills or amounts there. And so yeah, so we're working through this one. The other one I have is kind of a there's certain categories. These are just kind of like savings and different like variable spending funds. So different areas that I want to kind of just boost up my extra savings in, as you can see. So yeah, we're gonna go through those. And yeah, we have $200 from this pay period, but we also have $15 from leftover amounts. So we're gonna add all these, count all these together. This should be 215. So we'll just go through that. We have 20, 40, 60, 80. And I do have a fan in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. And the bills may be flopping back and forth a little bit, so please ignore that. Excuse me. So it was 420, so that's 80. We have 90. And then we should have 25 of these bills, which should be 125. 90 plus 125 should come to 215. So I'll count amounts first, and then if I'm not sure, I'll double check by just counting the bills itself. So we have 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140, 145, 150, 155, 160, 165, 170, 175, 180, 185, 190, 195, 200, 205, 210, 215. Perfect. So, if you've watched any of my other ones, you know I find this one much more fun to do. I think it's just kind of the seeing what area you're going to put extra money in. They're all areas that I want to be keeping money in anyway, so it works out great. Just my backup savings. This one I should be more excited about because it's literally just a chunk $1,000 to put into something, but I just don't find it as interesting. So anyways, we're gonna do this one first. If I get a 50, I'm just gonna do one. If I get less than a 50, then I'm gonna, or a smaller amount than a 50, I'm gonna do more than one. So we already have a decent amount here. We'll count them after we do everything. These are all my bills. This side is the side with that amount. This was because originally, like I said, this was 100 envelope saving challenge originally. So I'm just gonna shuffle on this side here. I'm gonna move this back a bit so I can actually shuffle a little bit better. I don't actually know what any of these numbers are. No, 80 seems like a great number. That is 10. So I'm going to put that in the form of 2 5s. Just gonna put the money here, and then I'm gonna actually. I have been writing in general before what weeks of the year we are at. I think this is. Oh, I need a pen. Sorry, hold up. I think this is week 29. I could be wrong. And I just like to do this. Just, I don't know. I like being able to keep track of stuff, know what I did, so that's why I'm doing that. And I'm gonna cross out one of these. I'm gonna go for another one. So I'm going to shuffle 5 times whenever it's on the top there. So 1, 2, oh, come back. 3, 4, and last shuffle. Okay. And, oops, that is not the top one. This one's the top one. So another 10. Perfect. And I'm going to do one more. So we can slowly get through this one. The part of the reason I am writing this too is that if I want to do the same challenge again, I can reuse it and I'll know that the amounts that I've written down are from a previous time, so I might do it like on a different corner the next time. Just a little bit easier way for me to keep track of it all there. Alright, so I'm going to shuffle 5 times. 1, hello, 2, 3, 4, and this one, what are we at? Of course, 50. Alright. Somehow I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Alright. So 20, 40, 45, 50. At least we got one of the big ones done, I guess. Look on the bright side. I mean, technically, this is all money that can be put in anywhere. I don't know why I get so sad when I have it. I'm like, no. Because I want more money to put in my other savings challenge. Even though this one is kind of ultimately a little bit better for me. I find the other one fun. More fun. Alright, so we have a 10, 10, 50. So we have 70. That's actually a pretty decent amount. And let's count through all this here. So, this one we have 2 5s. So we have 10 plus 20. That's 30. 30 plus 5 is 35. 35 plus 20. Oh, sorry, I should be doing this where you can see it. 35 plus 20 is 55. 55 plus 5 is 60. 65 plus 20 plus 20. I put some of these together just because I didn't have as many bills originally at this point. Now I've lost track. Great job. Okay. I said 65. Why did I say 65? 50, 60. Alright, I apparently... Oh, sorry. I'm doing this where you can't see this. Okay. Let's do it this way. We have a 20, a 20, and a 20. That's 60. That's 70. These are all single bills in here. So there's 80 in here. 80 plus 10 is 90. 90 plus 20 is 110. 110 plus 20 is 130. 130 plus 20, I don't know what I'm saying. 120 plus 30 is 150. 150 plus 20 is 170. 170 plus 50 is 220. 220 plus 10 is 230. 230 plus 10 is 240. Oh, sorry. 240 and 240 plus 50 is 290. So far I have 290. And now the smarter thing that I could have done, sorry, I keep bringing my arm down. That should be 290. Much smarter way to have done this would have been to count the ticks that I already have on there. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, and then 100. So 190 plus 100 is 290. So perfect. 290 so far. Now we're going to do the other one. The much more fun one for me. I'm going to move this out of the way here. Alright, so what I usually do is I call out, what I've been doing last couple times is I call out 5 that I think I might end up picking. If I do, then basically whatever is kind of extra at the end, if I have like $5 or $10 extra at the end, then I just add that to my miscellaneous fund if I get one of these numbers right. So I'm going to call on, I'm gonna do a star in this green color. Or no, I'll do a heart. Let's do a heart. Or shapes. I'm going to guess on what do I have? 1 beauty, 2 Celta. You know what? I'm going to call 30 on Celta. I'm going to call 20 on emergency fund. I'm going to call 25 on gifts. I'm going to call 2 more. 20 on extra groceries. And we're going to call 5 on gifts. All right, let's see what happens. The last couple times we did it, we actually twice last time I actually got them right. I got the 50 on travel right, and I got that. I'm now second guessing myself. I might get like, I feel like I'm gonna get 50, and I'm kind of sad I didn't pick one of those. We're gonna find out. If I do, oh well, I didn't originally call it as one of my top 5, so too bad, so sad. Yeah, so same kind of thing. We're just gonna shuffle these out until the money runs out. So we did 70. I had 215. That brings me down to 145. It's pretty much the same amount that I had last time. I had about 200, and I had 50 in the other thing last time. So about 150, 145. All right, 3 more shuffles. 3, 2. Okay. 1. Ah! I told you. 50. I should have called that. Oh, I'm so mad at myself now. We're gonna have so many random 5s and stuff too. Okay, let's split this up here. Okay, so we're gonna do 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So just make sure we have 120. We should have 6 5s for 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Perfect. Oh, I'm so pissed off at myself now. I should have called it 50. Oh, this hurts my soul. Wow. This is crazy. Didn't go with my true gut feeling, and I'm sad. But this is also great. I don't need anything in beauty and hygiene for a while, but I did use up quite a bit of it. Just because I wanted to get some extra stuff. So now I've built it back up a little bit. So this is going to be great. So I'm going to put this off to, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. There you go. It's on the side over here. Alright, and I gotta cross that off. Sit this way. Perfect. Alright, 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $20 to extra groceries. Every time I get at least one. Yes. $20 to extra groceries was one of the ones. So I'm super pumped about that. I'm going to do them in 5s because I've been doing a savings challenge. Or I guess I wouldn't say it's kind of a savings challenge like my Christmas one. But the money in here I'm putting in that. So I'm going to put them all in 5s because I have little 5 marks. Somebody wrote a little 5 on this $5 bill. Cute. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 to extra groceries. Lovely. Right, I feel much better now. Even though I lost the other one. $20 to extra groceries. It's gonna be perfect. Alright, I'm going to shuffle 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 25 to miscellaneous. I did not call this one this time. This is from a different time. I'm going to do 5. Oh, sweet. So the miscellaneous is the one that I actually, the one category that I put in like the current 2 weeks. It's just kind of nice. It lets me have like all these other ones. I mean, obviously if I need to buy like clothes or, you know, if I want to use these I can, but they're kind of just more in my sinking funds. That's what that word was. I was trying to remember this the whole last video. What it was, I was saying savings funds, stuff like that. It's sinking funds. Thank goodness. I remembered. I'm happy now. But yeah, so all these different, but miscellaneous is one that just automatically just gets put in for this 2 weeks, and I have extra money to do with, which is great. I need more coffee money, some extra book money, language learning, so I'm very happy about this. I'm gonna do these in, I think I'll do these in 5s. If I need to swap out, I'll swap out bills. Excuse me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Perfect. Oh, this makes me very happy. Also, I don't know if the lighting's any better. I rearranged my whole bedroom setup, almost my entire bedroom setup last week. It was a pain in the neck. I stayed up way too late to do it. But basically just for things that I do take video calls with now, where I'm sitting, if I have it up so that you're looking at my face, you just get a blank background instead of a very messy room background. So it's working much better. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know if the lighting's better. In the daytime, the lighting does seem to be a little bit better. We're still getting shadows. I don't know if this is better or worse. Let me know in the comments below. That would be amazing. We're gonna have these flying away. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? Right now, we're gonna put these bad boys here. No, we're gonna put them on the back one. There you go. Let's make it a little easier so they're not flying around everywhere. Alright, we're gonna do 2 shuffles. 1, 2. Welcome back. 15 for generosity. Dun, dun, dun. We're gonna do a 10 and a 5 this time. Actually, no, we're gonna do, I keep changing my mind. We're gonna do all these in 5s. Whatever. Generosity is one I do like to have in 5s. Just because if I do want to give money to homeless people, then I like to be able to help a little bit more people, you know, just be able to, because I see pretty much every day I walk to work, I see homeless people, and I can't help everybody, but every once in a while I do try to. There's a couple of people in my city on my way to work that I see that I know have been there for a long time, so I do try to, some of them, there's a couple of them that, I don't know, just somehow they touch me more than other people do, and they, you know, really impact me, so I like to try to, you know, give them more than a buck or two, but yeah. Anyways, that's that. There's only so much that I can do, but I am trying to help in little ways, so yeah. Anyways, that's that. And we got $35 left. Let's do 5 shuffles. We're like almost getting done this. This is crazy. Probably into, you know, a couple more months. And then we're gonna start my next one, which I'm very excited about. Oh, I shuffled. Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $20 to miss. Oh my goodness, we did so many miscellaneous ones today. I'm so happy. 20 for miscellaneous. Oh my goodness. Alright. So basically the next one, I have to get under 15. Which, I have a 5, I have a 5, and I have a 15. So we'll see. We'll just shuffle until we get one of them. If we get the 5, then I'm going to finish at that. Because I got one of those, but I feel like I've gotten like $45 miscellaneous, that generally this money would be added to miscellaneous. So if I get the 15, Where are you? For emergency fund, I'll just put it all in there. If I get the fives, then one of the fives, then I'll just throw the extra $10 into miscellaneous. Since I did get that. So we'll see what happens. But I'm also very happy we got to do a bunch of envelopes today, which is good. This is 5 of them now, and we'll get to do 6. So perfect. All right, let's shuffle 3. 1, 2, 3. That's too much. My Celta ones. I've been trying to get to the Settle ones for a while. 1, 2, 3. Every third one, I'll flip over and we'll see what happens. Same 25 to Celta. 2, 3. 40 to gifts. Let's do it this way. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 50 to generosity, too much. 1, 2, 30 to generosity, too much. 1, 2, 25 to gifts, too much. 1, 2, 50 to miscellaneous. 1, 2, and then we're gonna go back to the bottom again. 30 to Celta. 1, 2, 5 to extra groceries. There we go. That's what we're doing. We have finished all the extra groceries. We finished the category. I should put a line through it. We've had 2 categories done now. Oh, I have been doing something to market. I didn't realize that. Round 1, 29.3. Perfect. Which means this bad baby is going to be my extra spending money as a reward for guessing right. How many envelopes do you got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nice. 14 left. We're getting to some of the bigger numbers, but we have, let's see, we have only 2 50s left, 2 40s left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3 30s. Do we have any 25s left? 125, 2 25s, and then we have like some 20s and a 5 and a 15. So yeah, we're getting there. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, this is just gonna be my extra miscellaneous money since I got that. So I'm gonna put these all away. And today we finished the beauty and hygiene. We finished travel last time. You know what? Let's just that. Da, 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 da. Is that all that we finished? I thought we did another one. We almost finished extra groceries. We're almost done. We have 2 left in Celta, 25 and 30. We have 20 in clothes left. Emergencies, we have 15, 20, and 40 left. Emergency groceries, we have 5 left. Oh no, I just finished that one. That's why. That's not the right one. Where are you? Yeah, this is the last one in green. That's why. I thought I finished another one. We have 30 and 50 left in generosity. So I have gifts and generosity. Originally, I was just doing like 15 every week in each. So 15 generosity and 15 in gifts. Now I just kind of mix them together. So sometimes I do things for my family and sometimes I do things for other people. So that's kind of what that's for. Yeah, so I have 30 and 50 for generosity and then 5, 25, and 40 for gifts. And then I have 20 for health and 30 and 50 for miscellaneous. So there you go. I'm going to also, just as a visual extra, do ones that are completed just so it's a little easier for me to see. There you go. And hearts. Lovely. Alright, this is definitely a little bit of a longer video, but oh well. And then now, as always, what we're going to do is put the money in the different categories, and then we're going to count everything up after we put it in. So we have miscellaneous, extra groceries, beauty and hygiene, miscellaneous, generosity, extra groceries, and then this I'm just going to put in here. with the miscellaneous. So let's put. Now I just organized all that. Let's put the miscellaneous amounts in together first. So we have 10. This is in this binder. We have 20, 30. Oops, come back. And then this should be 25. 5 5s, 25. That's 35, 55. So that's an extra $55. Oh my word. 55 for personal me, which will be great. I know I'm going to spend money out. So it's kind of nice that I just have that already. So we have 55 plus the 40. Yeah, so we should have 95 if I'm thinking right. We have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Perfect. I'm going to buy a language textbook because I do kind of need to buy some for the next little bit. So that will be perfect. Feels so good. That was a very nice treat to myself. This is why I like this savings challenge. It is a little bit feels like treating myself, but it's all in things that I need to put money for aside. It's an exciting way to treat myself, but yet I'm still like saving money, which is fun. Okay, so we have, let's do it this way. We have some extra grocery ones, and then we have generosity. Let's do it this way. And beauty and hygiene. So beauty and hygiene, we are putting 50. So we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Clothing's got nothing. Transportation. I'm gonna leave this open just so I can count, like add it all up. Health and prescriptions. Generosity and gifts, they go together, as I mentioned. So we have 15 for that. And then we have the extra groceries, which, where did I put that pen? Oh, back here. We should have 25. We have a 5 envelope. We have a 20 envelope. So just to make sure, we have 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we need to fill in 5 of whatever these fruits are. I guess it depends on what color. These are gonna be melons. 1 or 5. 10, 15, 20, and 25. Wow, that coloring job is horrible. What has happened? Ooh. Perfect. Just gonna open all these out so we can count all the amounts in here. We have nothing. We had nothing in the travels, the savings, the SALTA, none of that stuff, which is kind of interesting. All right, let's go back. So, beauty and hygiene. Let's count it all up. Beauty and hygiene, we currently have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. So we currently have 65 in beauty and hygiene. I'm going to close these off. So 65. Clothing, we got nothing. Transportation, we just have the 5. Only $5. 5 in transportation. Let's do it this way here. Health and prescriptions, we have 50, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130. 130. gifts, and generosity. Oops, I just shut that. My bad. We have 15. Oops. Food. Again, I just closed it. We should have 70, I think. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. And then we have 80, so 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. For emergency savings, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So $45 for emergency savings. Celta, we just have same old, $75. Same old $75 we've had for a while. Oops. Travel, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110. So we have 110 in travel savings. Language learning. This is kind of a mix of, I might actually put this one in my current one, but this is just 25. This is kind of for like, because most of the language learning stuff is related to the lessons I take, but I am giving myself a little bit extra just so I can put aside for different textbooks that I might want to be buying if I'm not using it for my miscellaneous fund. So in that sense, it is a little bit of a variable sinking fund. So just so that when I'm working on a new language, when I want a new language book, I have the money for that. And it says income, but it's for Brazil trip. Currently, there's 100 in here. Oh, sorry, you can't really see that. Currently, there's 100 in here. I do need to add 400. I just wanted, and I will do that towards the end of the month. I just want to make sure that, because the goal is to put 250 in every 2 weeks. I am trying out this number. I am going to see how it works. Sometimes I spend more than I need to, so this is not the top priority in where to put my money. If I'm going to, end up spending other money that I really... The goal is to, I spend less frivolously because the money that I don't spend on, things I don't really need can go to this trip fund. So if I'm, spending extra money out and it has to come from somewhere, it should be coming from here. It shouldn't be coming from more important things. But yeah, so anyways, at the end of the month, once I've made sure I have enough money for rent for next month and the first little bit, then I'm going to see kind of how much, what extra I can put in here between this and tithe and church offering. Between this, church offering, and debt payments. So kind of between those. But yeah, there you go. And that's where we're at right now. And yeah, I know this is kind of long. Feel free to head out if you want to. I do appreciate how much you've been, just the fact that you stuck around for 35 minutes. However, if you're interested, I have been slowly trying to figure out what categories I want. So I've planned out since last time. I'm not sure how I feel about those numbers. I've wanted to just make it random chance, and then now I kind of want to switch things around. But I think the categories, so I'm looking for the next, this kind of savings challenge, because this one I'm almost done with, and I do really like it, but I want to change up some of the categories. So currently the categories I'm thinking about right now are beauty and hygiene again, just because this is definitely come in handy. Sometimes, some of them, just everything from makeup to skincare to shower stuff and hair care and stuff. Like, it all does cost money. So I do like the fact that I just randomly get different amounts. I would like to have, I think, maybe one of the 50s in here. And I did, how did I make this out? This is kind of, oh, sorry, it's random stuff there. This is kind of the numbers I was going with, so kind of 60 envelopes all together. So not so many 5s and 10s, and heavier on the other side. More of the 15, 20, 25s, and then 30, 40, 50s. I find that just seems to work. I don't know. It's more practical. I like having a couple of the smaller ones, but other than that, just mostly larger ones. Especially a lot between the 20 to the 30 kind of thing. But yeah, so basically kind of what I have. The categories I have pretty much decided on is beauty and hygiene. Still like that one. Brazil travel, more of that. And you can see kind of on this side what kind of roughly what the amounts are. I want to make them kind of even. I think I would like to put a little bit more in the beauty and hygiene though, so I need to figure out how to move things around a bit. Brazil travel. And then we have Celta. So I do kind of break things up a little bit. There is like Brazil travel, which is kind of specifically like my flight, kind of money towards the flight going down there. Some of the things I'll need to have for if and when I'm able to move down to Brazil for at least, like, I would like to go down for like 6 months to a year to teach English, to get my certification, preferably down there, and then teach like a semester or something like that. So yeah, so I need money for the Celta course. I need money to travel. I would need basically bill money, or like money for my bills there and the money for my bills here, depending if I decided to keep my apartment here or whatever. There's so many factors I have to figure out into all that. At this point I don't really know, so I'm just trying to put money in different categories, but the main ones I'm putting with all that for right now would be the Brazil travel, the flight down, and then as well as Celta for taking the course. I decided to close again just because that definitely helped out a lot. Just to have, again, random times where, oh, I need work pants. Oh, I put money in here. And I find when I put some of these categories in my everyday thing, I just see it more often. I think about it more often. Like, oh, I don't really need this clothes. Or like, you know, maybe I don't necessarily need a new shirt, but like I know I have money for it, where when it's in my sinking funds binder, I just kind of forget I have money in there. It's a little bit, I like having extra money back there. I have domestic travel. So this is just if I want to take a flight to like Montreal or Toronto, somewhere in kind of Canada, a little bit closer, or even if I wanted to like rent a car for a couple days, something like that. I have kind of that ability. Gifts and generosity I'm going to put together just because I do put them together. Health. Do I have? Oh yeah, I do have it in there currently. So just more money in my health. Again, good for like contacts and if I need health insurance, especially if I'm traveling. I always get health insurance coverage whenever I travel, just especially because the Canadian healthcare system is pretty decent. I don't want to, especially if I'm going to US, I don't want to, no offense, I just don't want to pay your healthcare prices if I'm like sick, because that's, for someone coming from Canada, that's insane. But yeah, anyways, we're not gonna get into that. Sorry, don't mean to start anything. Anyways, language learning is one that I do want to put some money in, just because I do buy a fair amount of textbooks. I spend money on lessons, so having money for that would be good. Again, another miscellaneous one. And then just short-term savings. That could be for a million different kind of things, but just money so that like something comes up, I need an extra whatever, you know, this, I like a big smaller purchase or a big smaller payment of something. I just kind of have it there, and I don't feel like I'm taking away from maybe some bigger savings projects. But yeah, that's kind of the categories I'm going with. If you have any ideas, have any suggestions, I think most of them, I think I do like them, but I would also be I think I'm pretty settled on this for the most part. However, if you do have any suggestions on some categories that either you've done and you've tried and you've liked, or just any ideas that you think would be cool and fun to have in there, definitely let me know. I'd be interested to hear your ideas. Yeah. And yeah, that's it. Anyways, for those of you that stuck around for this long, thank you. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Let me know what kind of savings challenges you're doing on top of any suggestions you might have for some of the different categories for the next one. But yeah, let me know what you're doing. Let me know what your favorite savings challenge is. Whether you've done it or you haven't, something that you think is cool. I would love to try out more savings challenges. Once I finish out like this envelope one, which, I mean, the good thing about this one is the other day I was counting up money just in all my my sinking funds, and this just, there was something I was looking into. I just kind of figured, like, if how much money do I actually have that's not in my bank account? Because again, anything that's like in here or in those folders, because it's not in my bank account, I don't spend it. Which is part of the reason obviously at some point I'm going to put it in the bank once it becomes like an issue of potential safety. But it was crazy. I was like, I have almost like a month's worth of rent that I had and stuff, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, I've been doing this for a couple of months, and I put aside, something that, like, heaven forbid I lost my job, I could at least still pay my rent for another month, and that's insane. So it's crazy how much this works when you use cash and you put in different systems. And even if you do even the fact that, yes, sometimes I do overspend, especially eating out. That's the worst part of it, is because my roommate's very introverted, doesn't really like to have people over. I find it kind of it makes everybody uncomfortable if I had people over often. But just the fact that, yeah, I don't know. The fact that in a couple months I put aside that much money is insane. And yeah, it's kind of great. Even though I overspend, I still have managed to set aside money that if I really do need to dip into it, I can. And that's awesome. So that's really cool. I am trying as hard as possible, like, not to touch this. I haven't touched this yet. This is like the last resort. I will take money from everywhere else except for this, because if I can get through that, then I'll know I can do whatever. Sorry, there was a really weird, like, kettle whistling sound, except there's no kettles in my room, so I was really confused. Anyways, that's that. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, bye.